Hello, everyone. Welcome to AlphaWisdom. I'm Mystic Cassandria, and this is number 166. Today, we're talking about the Girdle of Venus. You were introduced to the Girdle of Venus when we talked about the mount that are found in the palm. And I didn't go into any detail other than saying something briefly about it. But today, that's what we're going to be talking about. So I have an illustration here for you to follow and see what it looks like and, of course, what it means. And I have a sheet for you to follow. So let's get started. Okay. All right. We're looking at a palm. And this is what the Girdle of Venus looks like, okay? Here we have a line coming from the middle or between the middle and middle and index finger and ends between the ring and little finger. Now this is rare. This is the Girdle of Venus in its completed form. But usually you don't see it like that when it's in the palm. It comes more like a semicircle, like part of a circle, but not the complete. But this is rare. Okay. Now, here we have where we're starting. So I've already told you where it's located, and you've seen what the one that is rare looks like. And this is the one that is not rare. It starts between the index and middle fingers, and it starts that semicircle around, but it stops. Okay? All right. And that's it. So let's see what it means. What are we talking about? Okay. We've established where it's located, and it was originally said that someone that had this line was insatiable and promiscuous. Today, with greater accuracy through constant research, we're doing this all the time in palmistry, and not fully formed, it shows a craving for excitement and external stimuli. There is a need for experiences to look forward to and overreact emotionally to situations. That's what we have with this. That is the Girdle of Venus. We're talking about the semicircle because when we get a little further down, we will see what the completed one looks like, what that means. We know what it looks like. Okay. Now, talking about the love life for this semicircled one, the love life may be less than simple because there is a need for unusual people who can satisfy their need. They are highly sexual and love sex games and variety. At worst, they may refuse to really examine their own true emotional nature, wish to avoid the realities of life, and prefer to adopt a lifestyle or attitude that hides their emotional complexities. So they will never say what they actually feel. They're just enjoying themselves. And many palmists refer to the Girdle of Venus as the Joyriders mentality. Just doing what you want to do. Consequences mean nothing. Joyriders. And when you have this, it takes it to its somewhat extreme. You can think of it that way. Okay, before we go into this section here, let's see what happens with a person that has the completed form of the Girdle of Venus. When the line is fully formed, there is psychic awareness. Yes. Intensity, spirituality, and that's not the same as religious now. Spirituality, or possibly now, a strong musical or artistic talent. If you have a strong musical or artistic talent, you may not have this. It's just saying possibly, okay? All right, so let's go on to this. Follow along as I go over this with you. Here is A, here is B line, here is C, here's D, here's E, and F. We understand the meaning of A, okay? and what it looks like and what it means. Let's go on to B. Now this, when a line comes up from another line, it's considered a branch. And this is a strong branch because they don't all look like this. Branches are usually just short and sort of thin. This is strong, and it's going up. It's headed toward the middle finger, but it meets this line, the girdle of Venus, and it stops. It doesn't go any further. And now what does that mean? That means ambition, effort, achievement. They will make the effort, and they have an ambition, and they're determined to achieve that, okay? So they've got all of the descriptions that tell what they are into and what that line means as it affects this line. Okay, let's go on to the next one, C. Strong arrow formation. It starts at the beginning of the heart line. This is the percussion side, just for information. Okay, we talked about this last week or week before last, a couple of weeks ago. And this is like an arrow, strong arrow formation. Okay, and that means prickly defensiveness and jealousy. Now that came under the heading, when I presented it to you, under the heading of sexual problems. It may, if you watched the videos when we were talking about passion and relationships and love and things like that, you might remember this, but that's what it is. Okay? The person just has that feeling about them, they can't help themselves. It's referred to as a sexual problem, at least when we were talking about it. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Let's go to D. See this line going up, headed toward the little finger, which is Mercury, so it's called the Mercury line. However, it has other names. When the health is involved, we call it a health line. Okay, let's see what's going on with this person. The line is straight. That's good. Then the line stops, and here comes another line. So there's a little health issue here. It's not serious, but they get over and they're fine. Then there's a gap here. Oh, well, they didn't do it too well, and they try again, the same situation. So it's health problems going on with this person that has not cleared up. Now, if we look at E, we may see why there is a health issue. Let's look at E. E is over here. Allergy line. Now, it has other names, but I'm just calling it an allergy line because that's would apply what we're talking about. It starts on the percussive side. I told you this side of the palm is referred as percussive. Okay? And it starts at the beginning in the lunar area. This, of course, is the lunar area, another name for moon, mount of moon, mount of Luna. Okay, and that means allergic to drugs, some foods, or some chemicals, something they're putting in the body. They may not be aware of it, but there's always a reaction, and sometimes the reaction is severe with pain. Okay, so that's an allergy line. You can check your palm and see if you have that. And it's certain foods, sometimes your intuition will tell you that I get sick when I eat that. I can't eat that. You don't know why. Just check and see if you have an allergy line on your palm. And we take now the last one. This is the fate line. Okay. Now, the fate line looks strong. It's clear. It's like the person knew what they wanted to do at an early age, but something happened in the 20s. I say early 20s. And I don't know what it was, but there is no more work. No more work. And with this could be one of the reasons, because when you're in the Joyriders mentality, with the girdle of Venus in its uncompleted form, yeah, it all makes sense. All right? Okay, that ends our lesson for today. I hope you understood this. And if you liked it, you understood it, by all means, give a thumbs up, share, and of course, subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching. Do take care of yourselves. Be happy. And, of course,